Hey everyone, this is Chef, and welcome back to Commander Camp. The World vs. World minimap contains a wealth of information about what is happening on your current map, as long as you know what to look for. In this video, we're going to focus on all the different information that this map can provide, and how you can use this information to command more effectively. These topics are all timestamped, and if you want to hear about something in particular, you can navigate directly to it using the video scroll bar or the links in the description. Let's jump right in with the map icon that people are probably most familiar with, Orange Swords, or OJs. This map icon appears anytime a total of 25 or more players are in combat, from any team, and this can mean a few different things. It can mean that two groups are fighting one another, of course, but it can also mean that a group is attacking a gate at an objective, or an NPC, such as a yak or a lord. Orange swords can even appear when a group takes fall damage at the same time, since this briefly puts you in combat. OJs will usually appear directly on top of the activity making them, but there are some cases where this may not be the case. For example, if one group of players is attacking a gate while a second group of players fights nearby, these groups may make a single set of orange swords that will be placed in the middle of these two different groups. In general though, orange swords are the most reliable indicator of a group's presence on a map, and a good indicator of what those groups are currently doing. White swords, on the other hand, denote that an objective has become contested. A contested objective is one where siege damage has been dealt to a wall or a gate, or an objective where a guard at the objective has attacked a player. Unlike orange swords, white swords only appear on the icon for that objective, and they appear on a delay. They don't appear until 30 seconds after the objective itself has become contested. Also unlike orange swords, white swords don't necessarily indicate the presence of a large group. A single player taking damage from a guard is enough to trigger a contested objective. White swords are a suggestion that an objective is being attacked by a group, but they're by no means a guarantee. If you want a more in-depth guide on the specific criteria of objective contesting, Serial Experiments has a great guide for it, and I've linked to that in the video description if you want specific details. Next, let's talk about revealing groups. You've probably seen this on your minimap before, as a group of red dots moving around. There's 4 different mechanics that can reveal a group's position on the minimap: target painter traps, sentries, watchtowers, and recently flipped keeps. And these are effects that can allow you to see the movements of an enemy group, as well as allow enemy groups to see your own movement. Painter traps are the most flexible means of revealing a group's position on the minimap. These are items that can be purchased from tricks and traps vendors in World vs. World, or received from World rank reward chests. The item can be placed anywhere on a World vs. World map for a cost of 5 supply. When triggered by an enemy group getting close, the trap marks them on the minimap for 30 seconds, but only for the team of the player who placed the trap. This means that if you're the red team, and you're marked by a trap placed by the green team will see your position on the minimap, but the blue team will not. The revealed effect applied by painter traps also prevents groups from stealthing. Painter traps are best used at locations that an enemy group must pass in order to navigate the map or attack structures. For instance, the bridge leading to hills on the eastern side of the Alpine borderlands, or the bridges to reach north and south outer airkeep on desert borderlands. These can be used as an early warning system to locate enemy groups before they reach specific areas of the map, and you can respond to them. Sentries operate on very similar rules to painter traps. They apply the same revealed effect, and only reveal enemy groups to their team's color. A red group attacking a green sentry will become marked on green's minimap, but not on blue's minimap. Unlike painter traps, however, sentries are locked to specific locations on the minimap. The range on a sentry's marked effect extends around the sentry itself, and the effect applied by the sentry lasts for 30 seconds, persisting even after the sentry NPC is defeated. The application of the revealed effect is tied to the sentry NPC itself, not the capturable ring, so players wishing to remain hidden and stealthy can send a single player to kill a sentry NPC, or avoid going near the sentry entirely. On the other hand, groups looking for a fight can get intentionally marked by a sentry before defeating it to inform an enemy group of their location. Watchtower is the third means of applying revealed. This is a structure improvement that can be applied to tower objectives. When active, Watchtower marks any players that enter the range of that objective. This is usually the borders of the objective on the map, with a small number of exceptions. Unlike painter traps and sentries, the revealed effect of Watchtower is both applied and removed immediately, depending on whether a player is currently in range of the objective that Watchtower is slotted to. However, it shares the effect of only marking enemy players to the group that controls the objective itself. Lastly, keep objectives which have recently been captured automatically apply revealed to any groups within the borders of that objective, regardless of their team's color. This effect lasts for as long as the Keep Lord has Righteous Indignation, and drops immediately when that effect expires. The final thing I want to cover for reading the World vs. World map is the Objective Information panel. You can pull up this window for any objective on any map by clicking that objective's marker. The first tab of this window shows you the guild that has currently claimed the objective, as well as any improvements and tactivators that have been slotted, and whether they're currently on cooldown. You can also see the length of time that the objective has been claimed for, and on the right side, the number of supply yaks that objective has received towards its next tier. When objectives tier up, all of their structures are repaired, so you'll want to pay attention to how many yaks an objective is from tiering up to avoid getting locked into a structure that you're sieging, or having your siege progress reset. Most importantly, however, if you have this panel open as an objective gets captured, you can see the guilds who had a claim on that objective. Claim priority starts with the group that has the most guild members present and actively representing that guild, and this information is shared with players across all servers. This means that you can look at the guilds that have a claim on an objective to get an idea of what groups were present when that objective was taken. This gives you valuable information about the real-time location of groups that are currently on the map. A good scout will generally be the best source of information on the movement of enemy groups, but there's still plenty of information that you can obtain from the map if no scout is available for your group. And I hope that this video has been useful for you in determining where enemy groups are moving on your map, whether you're a commander or not. As always, if you think there's something about map information that I've forgotten, leave a message in the comments and let me know. And if you're enjoying Commander Camp, why not like the video and subscribe to the channel? I also command on Twitch every Friday night, if you'd like to watch me use this information in real time and ask questions about it there. Finally, I also have a community Discord, if you'd like to stay more involved in the discussions that we have about Guild Wars 2, and you can find a link to all of these resources down in the video description. But until then, I've been Chef, and enjoy the rest of your day.